Today we're diving into some of the most disturbing and the most powerful must-see films that illustrate school shootings. These movies don't glorify the violence, they actually confront it head-on, exploring the emotional, the social, and psychological chaos that leads to or follows these absolute tragic events. Please note, this top 10 is not ranked in any order at all, but each entry is actually worth your time and attention to watch and to see some of the stuff that people go through these absolutely horrible events. Trevor, played by Ben Foster from Alpha Dog, 3:10 to Yuma, Lone Survivor, is a high school outcast haunted by bullying and past threats. It's horrible. After previously making bomb threats against the football team, he's hated by his peers and he absolutely struggles to fit back in. To impress a new girl, Trevor joins the school play called Bang Bang You're Dead, but his torment continues. He's soon befriended by a group of fellow outcasts who want revenge against the jocks. This film doesn't shy away from showing how brutal bullying can be. It is heartbreaking at times, this movie, and despite its made-for-TV movie style, it actually delivers a really powerful third act. There's a twist I will not spoil, but let's just say not every school shooting movie has to end in a tragedy. It's a raw and relevant film, this one. Especially the way the school fails to address bullying. This one's a must watch, like I said, very TV, made for TV style, but definitely worth the watch. Next one. Inspired by the Columbine massacre, Elephant follows an assemble of students throughout a normal day at school, until it's not. The first 20 minutes lull you into a calm rhythm, meeting different teens and their stories. Then you catch a glimpse. Two boys, dressed in army gear, walking with bags full of weapons. We also get scenes from their perspective too. How they were bullied, how they ordered weapons online. Yes, they got weapons and guns delivered to their house, and how they quietly plan their attack. The final 20 minutes of this movie is absolutely chilling. It's slow, it's artsy, it's haunting, and extremely effective, this movie. The message is clear in this film: bullying has consequences, and these kids, they chose evil. Definitely a movie I thought I would never watch, but I did just for this subject, and wow, powerful stuff, man. Give it a watch. Never thought I'd watch this one. Have a crack. Next movie. This one flips the narrative. Beautiful Boy isn't about the shooting. It's about the aftermath. A couple on the verge of separating learn that their 18-year-old son carried out a mass shooting at college, then took his own life. What follows next is absolutely raw. An emotional portrait of grief, denial, and shame. Maria Bello and Michael Sheen are devastatingly good as the parents, trying to navigate the horror of their child being the killer and accepting it but can't. So this film, you never see the violence if this is more for you. It's all revealed through news reports, but it's no less gut-wrenching at all. It's an intimate, a painful, and necessary story that needed to be told on film of the aftermath of the parents of the shooter. It hit me hard, this one. I was pretty shocked, just intrigued watching what they go through. There's other sides of the story too, and the parent story was pretty amazing. Definitely worth the watch, something I thought I would never watch. Next one. A made-for-TV film that punches above its weight. Jason Copeland, a former student, returns to his high school seeking revenge for being expelled. He storms the school and takes hostages. This film is based on real events in the 1992 Lyndhurst school shooting in California. It's pretty fast-paced, it's gripping. A notable performances in this is Henry Winkler as the negotiator. Very good. He's either the main sheriff or cop. He's the negotiator. He's fantastic. And Freddie Prinze Jr., one of his first movies, he's one of the students caught in the chaos. He does a damn good job too. This movie transitions quick into a hostage situation and it really does hold chaos all the way until the end. Like I said, this is a very, very TV style movie, but another one that's definitely worth the watch and was very surprising and entertaining as well at the same time. So have a watch of this one, next one. And this next one was odd, but good. This documentary-style indie film follows two best friends making a movie about getting revenge on bullies. But one of them, Matt, he isn't joking. As they film their project, the line between fiction and reality begins to blur. Because Matt starts to taking notes and real names and real targets, and it gets a bit real. The film feels raw and pretty deeply unsettling at some stages. You watch one friend descend into darkness while the other one is actually clueless, and this is all because of bullying again. It's a one-time watch for many, and it was also a one-time watch for me. I'll never watch it again, but it's also one that's going to stick with me as well. Quick note on that, something came up like with Kevin Smith, but this wasn't a Kevin Smith directed movie, and it had something to do with one of his projects. I couldn't find any information about that, so if anyone can tell me, did Kevin Smith have anything to do with this? I have no idea. Definitely worth watching once. Next one. I'm pretty sure everyone's seen the next one, but the next one. One of the most well-known and disturbing entries on this list, Tilda Swinton plays Eva, a mother grappling with the realization that her son Kevin, brilliantly played by Ezra Miller, he is deeply disturbed. John C. Reilly also delivers a strong performance as the father. He's actually really, really good. The way this storytelling is told is brilliant because the film jumps between past and present, Kevin's childhood, his increasingly dangerous behaviour, and the horrifying climax that he's been planning, and then the aftermath for the mum. This isn't about the shooting itself, really. It's about the mother who's been raising a monster, living with a monster, and then living with all this crap afterwards. It's pretty unsettling, it's tragic, but it's actually masterfully made. I really do think that if you have not seen this, you need to watch it at least once. And this was the movie that made me want to do this subject and watch more movies just to see. Because we don't have that here. We don't have the school shootings really here, which we don't want anywhere. We don't want that anywhere, but I really wanted to see all different perspectives of it, and all these movies really, really do. And it's a real, real horrible situation. Alright, we'll go to the next one. Shot like a video diary, Zero Day chronicles two teens documenting their plans to attack their school. These tapes, dubbed the Zero Day tapes, are really, really realistic. They talk through their motives, they test weapons, and even share a twisted code of ethics. And they're so very calm about it. The way they rationalize what they're doing is actually really disturbing. The third act actually goes through school camera footage, and it actually hits pretty hard, so if you really can't watch this stuff, do not watch this one. It's gritty, it's stripped down, it's actually brutally honest of the way it would have been. It's some crazy footage. This one I could not find to get, but it's on YouTube. The whole movie is actually, a few people have got it on YouTube, and you can't find it anywhere else. Not to stream or anything, you can only watch it on YouTube. So this one, if you want to watch it on YouTube. I don't know how it was allowed on there. I really don't know how it was allowed on there. But this one was pretty full on. A very good movie. The two boys that played the two shooters, wow, no remorse. They acted like what they were doing was right, but you wanted to listen to them as they were talking. It was very, very intriguing. A very one-time watch movie for me, but if you can handle it, give that one a crack. Let's go to the next one. This one is more action-driven, but still grounded in real fears. Zoe Hull is a teenager who uses her survival skills, taught to her by her ex-military dad, to fight back against a group of school shooters that are live streaming their rampage. Is it over the top? Yes, at times, yes. But it's also a tense, emotional story with a badass protagonist. Isabel May is absolutely fantastic as Zoe, and Thomas Jane brings some serious grit as her dad. This one flips the formula and leans into a survival thriller, but it still doesn't lose that emotional core of the situation of these movies. Yes, it's a little far-fetched with the Zoe going around of what she's doing, but this one I really recommend. I actually found it when I was at the thrift store for 50 cents, and I had no idea what it was while I was picking up a whole heap of movies, because I like to watch stuff that I haven't seen, and this was another one after I saw We Need to Talk About Kevin. Not thinking of doing this category, and then I watched this one, and then I was like, I'd like to watch more and learn more about them. This one was, like I said, turned into a survival thriller, bit of action, but it still hits the spot of the subject that we're talking about. I really enjoyed this movie, I really did. So let's move on to the next one. The next one, we're going to uplift it a little bit. Not that this subject should be fun, but this next movie is a fantastic movie that everyone will actually enjoy. This is the wild card entry. Toy Soldiers is more like a high-octane action flick than a school shooting drama. But as premise still qualifies. A group of terrorists take over a boarding school and hold the students hostage. It's up to the rebellious kids led by Sean Astin, who is fantastic in this movie, for the kids to fight back. Louis Gossett Jr. plays the dean working with the police to save them. It's a far-fetched but absolute fantastic ripping thriller and action that mixes rebellion with explosive stakes. It's not your typical entry that I should put in this, but there is school shootings, unfortunately, in this movie, and then it turns into a hostage movie. There's no denying that there's scenes in this movie that are intense and disturbing as well, in its own way. But Sean Astin is fantastic. This was one of my favorites from when I was younger, hiring this one out from the video shop all the time. And until I was doing this list, I never really thought of this movie as a school shooting movie, but it really is. And when I watched it again, I watched it with a different headset, and I was like, damn. Fantastic film that you can't miss. If you haven't seen Toy Soldiers, give it a crack. It's a great 90s film. Let's go to the last movie on my list. One of the most heartbreaking films on the list. Edwin, a quiet and anxious teen, is relentlessly bullied over and over. His only friend, Flake, is a bad influence with access to guns and a grudge against the world. As the film progresses, Edwin becomes more conflicted. The peer pressure, the fear, and the loneliness build to a breaking point for this poor kid. Justin Long, who is absolutely fantastic in this movie, and Melanie Lynskey. They're both excellent as the parents, but it's the performances of the two boys that absolutely carry this film. The final 15 minutes are absolutely devastating of this movie, showing how easy a kid with no support after being bullied can just spiral into something tragic. This film doesn't sensationalize it, it humanizes it. And this film might actually hit you the hardest. It was a fantastic movie, another movie that I never thought I would watch in my lifetime. Whew, I'm glad I did. I don't think I can watch it again, but the cinematography was fantastic. It was very indie. Justin Long was great, but those two boys were so good. It was just horrible. You just feel for that kid the whole movie being bullied, and fuck, I hate bullies. So thanks for watching. These films aren't easy to watch at all, but they're not meant to be. But if cinema has a role in difficult conversations, it's to make us feel empathizing and maybe to understand a little bit more. And it really made me, after watching these 10 movies, learn so much and how horrible it is and how you need to listen when people are bullied and they want to talk. Just listen. Teachers, listen more to your students if they've got problems of getting bashed and beaten up and bullied. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Are there any movies that we missed? Which one out of these 10 actually impacted you the most? Mine was the last one, but there was a fair few on there that did. If you found this video insightful, give it a like. This was not to glorify the subject at all. It was to look inside the cinema and the film of that subject. So like, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any further deep, dark stuff that we do on here. And if you know anyone that's struggling, reach out to them because mental health matters. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya.